Good morning from Highview Hill Micro Farm. This is Farmer Terry, and this is Aloysius, who's decided he doesn't like his hay in a bowl after all. He's trying to destroy the bowl. I know it looks like he has no eyes, but he does have some, and he's about to get groomed whether he likes it or not. He's taking his hay out the bowl one piece at a time right now. Fixing to clean out his cage and give him some grooming time and a little bit of a haircut. But for now, we'll just leave him to battle it out with the bowl and his toys. I figured I'd give you a few minutes here and let you know what's going on around here. I have some amazing growth going on. I have raspberries ripening, and I'm about to pick some of them. Hear a clicking noise I notice every time I zoom. You get a click. Sounds like I'm lighting a lighter, but it's not what it is. It's something to do with this camera. Okay. There's some ripe raspberries all through here. We've already picked a few, and I'm going to pick some more before the rabbits get them. And the birds. Here we have a huge, amazing summer squash. I just happened to throw a few old seeds I had in here to see what happened in my herb garden, which is about 4 feet by 8 feet long, maybe 10 feet long, and this is taking over most of it. And there's a bunch of little summer squash underneath all that. I don't know if I can get a shot of it. And there's another bloom. I usually have terrible luck with squash, pumpkins, anything like that. These seeds I had for years, I didn't bother replanting because I didn't get anything the last time, but all of a sudden this is doing fabulous, so maybe I'll get something, a surprise extra bonus from the garden this year. The herbs are going crazy. I got some of that new compost from Miracle Grow Garden Soil, the new line they have with all the green bags. I forget what they call it. Threw half a bag of that in here and mixed it around this year, and I'm wondering if that has something to do with all this fabulous growth. Even the dill that the rabbits kept eating has gone wild, and it's about 2 feet tall there. Sage I transplanted from a pot. I've had the sage plant for years. It was in a pot on my front porch, and I just switched it to the herb garden, and it's going insane. It's going to take over once the squash is gone. The three sisters are starting to do a little bit better. The corn is showing some growth finally. We've had a couple of good rainstorms. Let me zoom out here so you can see everything. So there's a pumpkin plant in the back, some of the smaller corn, some lettuce I started indoors in February that's really going nuts. It's really good too. As you can see, some of the corn is still little. I ended up adding a few extra seeds in here, and so I have some that are just sprouting. We'll see if we get anything out of them. Might have been too late, but then that one big one is looking like real corn, and that one that was laying down pumped itself back up, so I packed soil around it, and there we go. Tomatoes again are doing fabulous. I'm getting buds, I'm getting fruit. So we have some little baby tomatoes and flowers on here. So I'm very excited about that. My cabbage plants are doing fairly well. But look at this. I don't know what I do wrong, but last year I did really well with radishes. It was the first time they ever grew and made radishes. These are what I typically get: a little skinny root, red root, and no radish to speak of, and a bunch of flowers. I ripped them out. I maybe had 3 radishes out of all of the squares of radishes I had. So I have 2 eggplant plants, cucumbers in there, and these beautiful looking plants that are supposed to be red cabbage eventually, but I don't know how the ball's going to grow out of there and not crush the stem. I'll be very interested to see. It's the first time I've ever grown cabbage. So, you know, it's trial and error always. I'm always trying new things. I don't have enough space to really rotate crops, so the way I rotate is plant something different every year. And try to leave enough of a gap between years of growing cucumbers and whatever to, you know, beans, to let the soil regenerate and use something else, use it for something else in between. I'm constantly amending the soil. Now that I have the rabbit, he's a great help for that. And hopefully I won't have to buy any more compost. And the flowers are gorgeous. So that's all that's going on around here. There's the bird show. We like to watch it with our coffee in the morning. All these little guys, most of them were hatched out from underneath the top of our deck, which drives my husband crazy. We have to put something under there to stop the birds. Anybody have any tips for that? Let us know. Also, if anybody knows why my radishes are crap, little strings on the end of a stem, let me know. After I ripped these out and threw them on the ground, I found out the pods, the seed pods, are good to eat. Well, it's too late for that. Maybe next year. So have a great day. This is Terry at Highview Hill Microfarm. Take care and God bless.